The Daily Mail has been noted for its unreliability and widely criticized for its printing of sensationalist and inaccurate scare stories of science and medical research 16, 17, 18, 19, and for instances of plagiarism and copyright infringement. Gay gene controversy. On the 16th of July 1993, the Mail ran the headline, "Abortion Hope After Gay Genes Finding." 101 of the tabloid headlines which commented on the XQ28 gene. The Mail's was criticized as, perhaps the most infamous and disturbing headline of all. 103. Gawker Media lawsuit. In March 2015, James King, a former contract worker at the Mail's New York office, wrote an article for Gawker titled, "My Year Ripping Off the Web with the Daily Mail Online." In the article, King alleged that the Mail's approach was to rewrite stories from other news outlets with minimal credit in order to gain advertising clicks, and that staffers had published material they knew to be false. He also suggested that the paper preferred to delete stories from its website rather than publish corrections or admit mistakes. 134. In September 2015, the Mail's U.S. company Mail Media filed a $1 million lawsuit against King and Gawker Media for libel. 135. Eric Wemple at The Washington Post questioned the value of the lawsuit, stating that, whatever the merits of King's story, it didn't exactly upend conventional wisdom about the website's strategy. 136. In November 2016, lawyers for Gawker filed a motion to resolve the lawsuit. Under the terms of the motion, Gawker was not required to pay any financial compensation, but agreed to add an editor's note at the beginning of the King article, remove an illustration in the post which incorporated the Daily Mail's logo, and publish a statement by dailymail.com in the same story. 137, 138. Libel lawsuits. 2017, Daily Mail editor Paul Dacker threatened Byline Investigates with legal action and insisted on the removal of 3 articles about the Daily Mail's use of private investigator Steve Whittamore. 155, 156. 2019, on the 15th of November 2019, Byline Investigates published court documents of a lawsuit filed by Meghan Markle against the Daily Mail in which she accuses the newspaper of a campaign of untrue stories. 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162, 163, 164, 165. Excessive citations. Successful lawsuits against the Mail. 2001, February, businessman Alan Sugar was awarded £100,000 in damages following a story commenting on his stewardship of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. 166. 2003, October, actress Diana Rigg awarded £30,000 in damages over a story commenting on aspects of her personality. 167. 2006, May, £100,000 damages for Elton John, following false accusations concerning his manners and behavior. 168. 2009, January, £30,000 award to Dr. Austin Iverea, who had worked for Cardinal Cormac Murphy O'Connor, following false accusations made by the newspaper concerning abortion. 169. 2010, July, £47,500 award to Parameswaran Subramaniam for falsely claiming that he secretly sustained himself with hamburgers during a 23-day hunger strike in Parliament Square to draw attention to the protests against the Sri Lankan Civil War in 2009. 170. 2011, November, the former lifestyle advisor Carol Kaplan received damages over claims in the Mail that she would reveal intimate details about former clients. 171. 2014, May, author J.K. Rowling received substantial damages and the Mail printed an apology. The newspaper had made a false claim about Rowling's story written for the website of Gingerbread, a single-parent charity. 172. 2017, April, First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump, received an undisclosed settlement over claims in the Mail that she had worked as an escort in the 1990s. 173. In September 2016, she began litigation against the Daily Mail for an article which discussed escort allegations. The article included rebuttals and said that there was no evidence to support the allegations. The Mail regretted any misinterpretation that could have come from reading the article. and retracted it from its website. 174. Melania Trump filed a lawsuit in Maryland, suing for $150 million. 175. On the 7th of February 2017, the lawsuit was refiled in the correct jurisdiction, New York, where the Daily Mail's parent company has offices, seeking damages of at least $150 million. 176. Reliability. The Daily Mail's medical and science journalism has been criticized by some doctors and scientists, accusing it of using minor studies to generate scare stories or being misleading. 1918, 204. In 2011, the Daily Mail published an article titled, "Just One Cannabis Joint Can Cause Psychiatric Episodes Similar to Schizophrenia as Well as Damaging Memory." 205. Dr. Matt Jones, the lead author of the study that is cited in the article, was quoted by Cannabis Law Reform as saying, "This study does not say that one spliff will bring on schizophrenia." 206. Carbon Brief complained to the Press Complaints Commission about an article published in the Daily Mail titled, "Hidden Green Tax and Fuel Bills: How a £200 stealth charge is slipped onto your gas and electricity bills," because the £200 figure was unexplained, unreferenced and, according to Ofgem, incorrect. The Daily Mail quietly removed the article from their website. 207, 208, 209. In 2013, the Met Office criticized an article about climate change in the Daily Mail by James Dillingpole for containing a series of factual inaccuracies. 210. The Daily Mail in response published a letter from the Met Office chairman on its letters page, as well as offering to append the letter to Dillingpole's article. 211. In February 2017, the Daily Mail became the first source to be deprecated as an unreliable source for use as a reference on the English Wikipedia. 212. Its use as a reference is now generally prohibited, especially when other more reliable sources exist. 16. 213. Support for the ban centered on the Daily Mail's reputation for poor fact-checking, sensationalism, and flat-out fabrication. 16. Though the Daily Mail strongly contested this decision by the community, Wikipedia's co-founder Jimmy Wales backed the community's choice, stating, "I think what the Daily Mail has done brilliantly in this ad-funded world is they've mastered the art of clickbait, they've mastered the art of hyped-up headlines, they've also mastered the art of, I'm sad to say, of running stories that simply aren't true. And that's why Wikipedia decided not to accept them as a source anymore. It's very problematic. They get very upset when we say this, but it's just fact." 214. An editorial in the Times commenting on the ban stated that newspapers make errors and have the responsibility to correct them. Wikipedia editors' fastidiousness, however, appears to reflect less a concern for accuracy than dislike of the Daily Mail's opinions. 215. In August 2018, the Mail Online deleted a lengthy news article titled, "Powder Cake Paris" by journalist Andrew Malone, which focused on illegal migrants living in the Paris suburb of Saint Denis, after a string of apparent inaccuracies were highlighted on social media by French activist Marwan Muhammad, including mistaking Saint Denis, the city, for Saint-Denis, the department northeast of Paris. Local councillor Majid Messal Alaudin said that the article had set out to stigmatize and harm the area and its people. The journalist, Andrew Malone, subsequently deleted his Twitter account. 216, 217. In 2019, the IPSO ruled against the Daily Mail and confirmed in its ruling that the article was inaccurate. 218, 219. In early 2019, the mobile version of the Microsoft Edge Internet browser started warning visitors to the Mail Online site, via its NewsGuard plugin, that this website generally fails to maintain basic standards of accuracy and accountability and has been forced to pay damages in numerous high-profile cases. 220. In late January 2019, the status of the Mail Online was changed by the NewsGuard plugin from red to green, updating its verdict to, "This website generally maintains basic standards of accuracy and accountability." An editor's note from NewsGuard stated that, "This label now has the benefit of the dailymail.co.uk''s input, and our view is that in some important respects their objections are right and we were wrong." 221.